With the recent news about what's going on at DC Studios, with them straight up canceling several projects or putting them on the back burner, I think that what's going on at Warner Brothers and DC Studios is kind of two things. There's two things that are kind of happening here. The first thing is kind of this weird course correction where it's a mixture of what they've seen in the financial flopping of Supergirl, and then it all kind of hanging on for the rest of the year, just Lanterns, the TV show, and Clayface, where there really isn't a lot going right now. And I think they're trying to realize, hey, you probably got to just focus on getting the big names out there. You got to get Superman, which you already did. You got to get Batman. You got to get Wonder Woman. You got to secure the core of DC in the film verse, right? And on top of seeing all this slow moving pace, you see what's going on at Marvel and Disney, and they're accelerating very quickly. We've already got the first castings for X-Men. They've already dropped the new trailer for Doomsday. Brand New Day is doing very well. They're moving, and it's kind of a case where you're kind of in a loss if you have to think about it from the shoes and perspective of James Gunn, Peter Safran. They just started this up last year. Marvel is building off of a long time, almost 20 years worth of doing this, the MCU being around. Since 2008 to now 2026, it's 18 years of seeing what works and what doesn't work. So, of course, they're moving a lot faster. So there's a lot of that pressure going on, but I do think that that pressure is kind of pushing them, said, okay, we might have to do a little bit of a course correction, but I think that's just the first reason. The second reason why I think all these cancellations are happening around is probably a lot bigger. And what I think happened is that I think they found out who their new Batman is. And what I mean by new Batman, I mean not their new Batman at all. There's always been this debate of whether or not they're going to completely recast Batman and start over fresh in this new world, or keep Robert Pattinson and the Batman series and find a way to integrate that into the new DCU. And I think that's the choice they made. That's why I think it's taking so long for the second movie to come out. That's why I think they're changing this stuff up, because they finally made that decision recently. Like in the last month or two, I think they finally at DC Studios made a choice on the Batman, and that's what they're going with. They're going to stick with Robert Pattinson's Batman, and we're going to find ways to kind of integrate that into the new DCU. And that means that a lot of these ideas are going to have to be kind of course corrected, and that's probably what's going on right now. Yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys. Save this video, share it with a friend, comment what you think, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, or if I'm really wrong. And please follow, subscribe to the channel. I want to make more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.